In this video, I want to show you a very simple lighting setup that you can use next time you want to take a photo that looks like it was taken outdoors in a sunny day, but in reality, we're taking it indoors so that we can have full control over our setup. But first things first, let's get started with our setup, what backdrops I'm using. So these two are from Club Backdrops. I do highly recommend picking out a few solid colored backdrops if you're just starting out. And then of course there's a fun pattern ones. So we have this one over here. I will link these below. Then I decided to add some leaves and create some shadows so that it gives those outdoorsy vibes. And then I decided to add a little string bag that I just attached on the C-stand along with the backdrop. Again, giving it a more outdoorsy look, a more summery look, and I just felt like without it, it kind of felt a little empty, that little corner here. So I think that really filled it up really nicely. And if you're wondering what is holding up the leaves, this is called a helping hand from Amazon. So you can search for photography helping hand. I will link this down below, but that is what's holding up this leaves. So for lighting one, I'm going to be using two lights for this setup. You can use one light, but I'll show you how and why I'm going to bring on a second light. But yeah, so I'm going to be using two continuous lights for these. So this one is a Godox SL150, and there's no softbox because I want to create those hard shadows on this side, right? So that's what's also helping me create those shadows on the background as well. And I do have some distance between the setup and the light so that the light is not too harsh. But you can play around with the position of the light depending on where you want the shadows. All right, so for the second light, I'm using another continuous light, the Godox SL60W with a softbox. I did decide to go with a rectangular softbox because my bottle is somewhat rectangular and I wanted the glare to be I guess long ways, and if you're doing it with a octagon softbox, it will create a different kind of glare. So this is going to be step one. So one last thing to finish off this lighting setup is going to be a diffuser. So the diffuser I'm going to place in front of the light like this, because it's going to further diffuse those glares that is being caused by the softbox. And it just gives it a little bit more of a smoother look without those hard glares on the bottle as well as on the glass. All right, so here's the final edited result of this lighting setup. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for a more step-by-step creative process where I walk you through the styling of a photo, the lighting setup, the camera settings, and as well as angling your shot and editing an image, basically the entire creative process, make sure to check out my free class that I created just for you, especially if you're just starting out in product photography and you just want a step-by-step guide on how to actually capture a bright, crisp product photo, especially if you're using basic gear. You will find that link down below. I'll see you on the next one.